select students, Apple, T-Mobile, but still the same basis of when I do talk to all of my students. We are in the world of I want to get out of like the warehouse, or I want to get out of my current job. I want to do IT. I just don't know where to start. So I have just been making it my due diligence just to make sure that everyone that I talk to is enrolling in the correct program. So we'll definitely discuss that a little bit later. So thank you guys for coming. We're going to be exploring the world of information technology, beginning with exploration, graduate with direction. I do get nervous and talk fast, so if I need to slow down, just let me know. And then it is a small group, so I would definitely be asking for some participation. If you are brave, come off mute. You don't have to be on camera, but definitely come off mute or just type in the chat um, before when we are ready to get started. So like I said, a lot of students that I talk to, thousands and thousands of students, they're excited, but WGU does offer a lot of IT programs. So some of them kind of don't know where to start, or they have an idea of what they want to do, but they aren't 100% sure it is what they want to do. So just want to help you guys, get clarity on our options, see which program fits best for you. And then if you are currently in a program, just making sure that program is the correct program for you. So buckle up. Your IT journey is about to take off. So I do want to just kind of get a synopsis of everybody who's here today. If you are a current student, alumni, or thinking of enrolling, just let me know because I do have a few different aspects of this presentation. So I don't want to, speak to the majority if it doesn't apply to anybody. Just want to know your name, your location. I know Walker said he's in Alaska, super cool. Your current field or job, and then what interests or hesitations do you have about IT? Then I will go over to the chat if we have some people writing in the chat. Or if, like I said, if you want to come off mute, that'd be greatly appreciated as well. Okay, Randy and Walker, I see you in there writing.
Hi, this is Gina Denola, and
Hi.
I am in El Paso, Texas.
Okay.
I am currently retired from federal service,
Oh,
but
wow.
um, I am back in school. I want to go into the contract side. And
Okay.
my only question about IT is I've done a little bit of everything in IT
Mhm.
that sometimes I don't know if I want to go into the data analysis? Do I want to go into software engineering? Um, there's so many fields in IT, and now everybody's talking about
The
cybersecurity.
security, yes, very popular.
Exactly. So then the question is, cheapers, where do I start?
Yes. Now, my only thing is data analytics and software engineering are on two different sides of the IT world. So, what kind of draws you to those two? Is it because your experience, or are you a little bit more comfortable?
All of the above. So
Hmm.
it's interesting that there's a degree in data analytics, but yet in my job as a project manager, I've done Power BI, I've done a little bit of the programming side as well for data as a database administrator.
Okay.
So I don't know if I really need a degree, but right now I am a student. I'm doing the MBA in IT management,
Oh, that's a good one.
but I think it's very generic, and I would like to hone in on one area,
Okay.
whether it's data analytics. I'm thinking software engineering because there is a little bit of programming involved.
Hmm.
Um, so I don't know. There's so many opportunities in
There
IT or
is.
computers, period. And so knowing
Absolutely.
that this is the way forward, it's kind of hard to hone down on one area specifically.
Exactly. And Gina, thank you so much for bringing that to the group because that is everybody I talk to, they're saying the same thing. So many opportunities. We don't know where the world is going. AI is here. Cybersecurity is really popular. Where do I land? And we're definitely going to discuss that. And then I will give my information at the end of the meeting if you do want to just pick my brain or you have any other questions. But thank you so much because everybody I literally talk to, it's at the first question I ask, were you looking at any of our other degrees? And they go and list off several ones. I'm like, okay, so let's nail it down. So we'll definitely go over our different options. And then I always say, and it's so hard because we do say, oh, don't look about the money, don't think about the money. And money is kind of a factor, but I also want you guys to also hone in on your interests. I know I think you said you're retired. So if you're looking at picking up a second degree, how long you're going to be working. If you're like me, far from retirement, you're going to be working for like the next 30, 40, 50 years. What's something that you can see yourself doing every day, in and out, 40, 50 hours a week sometimes? And then Walker, I do see that you are a current student. You were for airline for a few years. Software engineering, very, very popular. So that's your current focus. By IT is more universally acceptable, or computer science. I'm concerned about the math element. Our computer science program, it, I shy away from the term math heavy. It is more of a applied math, but there is a prereq in I just drew a blank. A prereq in calculus that is mandatory. You will not even be admitted into the program without that calculus course. But definitely software engineering, AWS, that's becoming more popular. And I think I missed somebody. Brandon, you're in Georgia. You work in virtual sales. Ooh, nice. I definitely would like to hear more about that. Currently enrolled in as a student in cybersecurity. Now, cybersecurity is definitely one of our popular programs just because I know when I first started here, there was a TikTok frenzy. There was some guy on TikTok telling everybody he got a six-figure job and he got his degree done in 6 months from WGU, and it just soared. But cybersecurity is also one of the programs that they have a high drop rate. Students are getting there. Oh yeah, you can make a lot of money, but like I said, if you don't have a passion for it, you don't have interest for it, you're gonna burn out. Your coursework is not going to seem interesting. You're going to just be sitting in classes forever, and you're eventually going to drop from the roll, not go back to school, or you're going to end up going enrolling in a program that you initially wanted to you wanted to start in the first place. So cybersecurity, we're definitely going to discuss that. Data analytics, definitely interesting. I like data analytics because it can be two sides. I know a lot of my students who are technically in the business world get their degree in data analytics, and then I have students who work as like junior data analysts, and they're like, okay, hey, I'm already in this field. Let me go ahead and get a degree in it as well. Um, and then Lindsay, you're in New York. Service desk, solution support. Okay, you're interested in systems. We can definitely go over that. Are you a current student? If you are, what's your current program, Lindsay? You've been diligent, hold a lot. Do you think it's because of education, experience? Do you have any active certifications? Okay, cybersecurity. And also with the world of IT, it's also shifting. I've had students who've been they're IT directors, they've been there 15, 20 years. They don't have a degree. And now their job is saying, hey, you need to get a bachelor's degree and you have to get it done in 2 years or we're going to find a replacement. So the world of IT is definitely shifting. Thankfully, all of our degrees come with certifications. I recently had a student who went to another university for computer science, didn't get any certifications, and when he wanted to get certifications, it was literally cheaper for him to go through one of our programs, get another bachelor's degree in the same program with the certifications, and now he's working at his dream job. So certifications would definitely be a big one as well. Thank you so much for participating, guys. If you already have a certification in the program, can I opt for a different certification? Not opt, but most of the certifications are eligible for transfer credit. So if you do have an active certification and it does align with your program, it does come in for credit. And sometimes it's a class, depending on the certification, can be 2 or 3 classes. So I missed you if you are enrolled or thinking of enroll, I would get it in before you enroll because they have a strict policy. All certifications have to be in before you start. Now, if you, I did have a student who had a certification, but he wanted a refresher. I was just like, hey, just don't turn your certification in, because once we have that certification, we can't unsee it. So, and also, like I said, depends on the certification. But I can also share the list of certifications that are transferable if that would be helpful as well, Gina. So my first thing I want to start with is the career fuel. And you'll hear about it a lot. If you've already done orientation, we talk about it a lot here. What's your why? What's your reasoning? Like I said, a lot of my students, they're either my job is they can promote within their current job and they just want to move up. And it's like, okay, well, that will be nice, but is that what you want to do? So just making sure that we're enrolling in programs that will eventually be where you want to be. Do you have a dream job? What are your career aspirations? What are your goals? What do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years? I know they're very basic questions, but some of these questions we have to think about because school is a big commitment. Even though WGU, we do have the accelerated program, so you can get done a little bit sooner. We are the cheapest, not the cheapest. We are affordable. We are not cheap. We are affordable. Sorry. So that is still it still comes with a price tag, and we just want to make sure that you are getting more bang for your buck. Like I said, if you do, change your programs, I'm gonna be honest, and I kind of deter. I try to tell my students, don't be like me. When I first started here, I'm also a student. I did IT management. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get my degree in IT management. I work in IT. I talk to IT students all the time. I'm gonna do it. Rolling through my classes, it was one class that was knocking me over. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't. And my program mentor, and if you are on the roll, you do know you have a program mentor. If you're not on the roll yet, you will be assigned a program mentor, and they will be with you until you graduate. And one day she called me out on it. She was like, yeah, I see that you're finishing all your classes except this. It was a networking it was a networking course, and I avoided that course like a plague. I didn't have interest in it. I was 60% through my program. I was blowing through all of my business classes, but my IT courses, it wasn't hard. I just didn't have interest in it. And I eventually had to, ask myself these questions. What do I see myself? What do you want to do? Why were you getting that degree? Yes, the money was going to be great. That's what I was looking at. I know the potential was there, but I end up having to think about something that I wanted to do. So I ended up switching to communications. When I switched, I was at 60%. And I did that this term. And now I'm at 50% again because I am generally in a program that I love. So just want everybody to be in a program that they love because even though it is a commitment, it is a little bit harder or difficult. When you have that passion, when you have that drive and that motivation, you can definitely get it done. So, just making sure that we are choosing programs that, even though it could benefit you eventually with your current employer or promotional tracks, we do just want to make sure that we're not thinking about short-term situations. We're thinking about ourselves in the long run. So like I said, just think about what excites you, what problems do you like solving, what kind of work keeps you curious. You will be, well, I know I will. I am. I have a long haul in the working field. So I'm going to be working for a while. So I would definitely like to be in a field that definitely keeps my interest. Okay. So just exploring the galaxy. We've already stated WGU has a ton of IT programs. I have listed them. And I also listed some honorable mentions. These are programs that my students who would like to do IT, but they have kind of veered off, where they end up choosing to do and excel in. So we do have our IT programs, and then the School of Business has an information technology management. Even though it was not for me, it is still a great program. If you want to be the IT director, chief officer, that is a great program to do. For our creative students, we do have a user experience design. Health information management is really important if you kind of want to be that bridge. You have nursing experience, but you also want to dabble in IT, health information management. And then this is kind of on like outsource is strictly business, but a few of my students have went there. Supply chain operations management is becoming popular as well. So I just wanted to toss that in as our options. Degrees in orbit. So I have broken down all of our degrees. I did just a little brief explanation of the degree and then possible careers as well. And then the related interest to that degree. We do have different resources, which I will talk about a little bit later in this presentation as well. But we do have options where you can look at different degrees and then see what careers fall under that degree. And then, and once you click on the career option, it'll tell you the day by day tasks. What are these people who are in these roles? What are they doing? What does their day look like? How many people in this role have degrees, have certifications, have masters or graduate degrees? It kind of will tell you like a range, a salary range of people who are working in this field. What are they currently making? It also has it's kind of like a expect sorry guys, I'm a little nervous. Potential growth rate of what the job market will be in like the next 10 years. So all helpful resources for you guys to look at as well. And I'll be sharing those briefly. So cloud computing, I didn't hear anybody mention cloud computing, but it does kind of go in with like cloud engineer, DevOps. That's a pretty popular one as well. And then if you're interested in like cloud platform, scalability, virtual machines, that would be your option. We do have two different tracks for our cloud computing degree, AWS and Azure. Computer science, we've already discussed how it is a little math. There's some math involved. So if you love problem solving, building apps, understanding how software works really from the ground up, if you're interested in software development, systems architect, if you want to develop an app, AI, coding, systems thinking, you're really going to love our computer science program. Cybersecurity, if you're into hacking, the hacking that we like, the ethical hacking, that will be more of your speed. Hacking, digital defense, privacy, risk assessment. Those are going to be your avenues or interests that are related to our cybersecurity program. Data analytics. If you love an Excel worksheet, I do. I hate to see an Excel worksheet coming. If you love Excel, spreadsheets, data analytics, data visualization, storytelling, spreadsheets, data analytics is definitely going to be the program for you. And then just the rest of our programs, information technology. The information technology, it is pretty standard degree. It's not as specialized as our other degrees. So this is the degree that I would necessarily recommend for our students who don't know what they want to do in IT. They just know they want to be in IT. I love this program. It touches on everything. And then it does come with some certifications. If you decide to find your niche after you finish your degree, you want to get your certifications more targeted to the area that you would like to work in. You can go that route, or you can get your master's in a more targeted program as well. So I love the information technology for students who don't know what they want to do, but just know they want to do it. And then network engineering and security. Also, I've seen more students apply and start for this program as well. Networking, firewalls, VPNs. It also touches on that security as well. So I also, kind of recommend that one as well for people who want to do security, but they don't want to go really cyber. So network engineering is becoming very popular nowadays, as well as software engineering, programming algorithms, coding, testing. If that piques your interest, our software engineering program is definitely something to look into. And then just a brief description of the other IT-ish degrees that we offer here. So we do offer that IT management from our School of Business. So like I said, leadership, operations, planning, tech strategy, project management. If that's more of your alley, you want to be an IT project manager, director, IT management is definitely the route that we should be looking. User experience design, designing, design thinking, user behavior, creativity, if that kind of floats your boat, user experience design, and then of course the health information management. You're going to bridge if you do have like any nursing or you want to work in healthcare but don't want to be on the floor in the ER or anything like that. Then health and information management, and then of course our supply chain. That kind of goes along with. I find a lot of students who would like to work in like data analytics and things like that, but they don't want to work on the tech side. They also kind of, I do have that business. I've been running my own company for X amount of years and I already have this experience. They do tend to go towards the supply chain and operations management degree. And then if you are thinking or are not sure you want to start yet, or if you don't want to devote your time or energy to a degree yet, you kind of want to just put your toe in the water, we do offer introductory terms. They're single courses that you can take, and we also offer certificates as well. But I like the introductory terms of the single courses because girl math is technically free. So if you enroll, you finish your course within 3 months and you enroll in one of our bachelor's programs, then we will reimburse you that $99. So you'll finish your class, you'll get your money back. You'll also come in with credit. It technically, if you finish any of our single courses, you'll be automatically admitted into your program. I personally suggest selecting courses that specifically align with your degree. That way you're coming in with transfer credit. I know somebody said for computer science, we do have a calculus course, so we offer that calculus course here as well. So if you need help fulfilling those prerequisites, that'd be an option as well. If you kind of want to see how the competency-based model works for you, you'll get a feel of WGU's learning model. You'll get access to all of our resources. It comes with a success coach, and it also comes with tutoring as well. So like I said, it's kind of like I don't know if I'm ready for school or if I have the time. Just start with a course, see how you like it. If it works for you, um, go ahead and roll in that degree. If you take a single course and you're like, oh my goodness, I have one student who was so dead set on doing computer science. He spent 6 months in our the prerequisite for the calculus for computer science. And one day I just on our phone call, we're checking in every 2 to 3 weeks, and I said, hey, if you're having trouble with this calculus course and it's the basis for the computer science program, we may have to look at other options. And it was that realization like, okay, maybe I'll have to get something else under my belt and then maybe I can go back to it. So I also say if you kind of feel you want to fill out or you're not 100% sure, it's low risk, it's low cost or free. So definitely look into our single courses or our introductory term. They're changing the terminology. So that'll also be a great option for you. And then just wanted to kind of throw in our master's degrees because we are adding master's degrees, which I'm very proud of. Cybersecurity, data analytics master's degrees, the information technology management. We've also added computer science, software engineering as well. And then we also have that MBA in information technology as well. And then we also have an accelerated IT program, which is also popular because you get more bang for your buck, less classes that you're taking, and you're rolling directly from your bachelor's degree right into your master's degree, which is also nice. So those are just our master's degree that we offer here as well. And then resources. They are going to be I'm a student here and I recently just started using these resources. Shame on me, but they are so helpful. So Handshake, if you are here, you've already are a little bit familiar with the platform. So like I said, I'm wrapping up my degree. So I've started looking at potential internships at your fingertips. So I'm currently working through Handshake, looking at internships that are a little bit interesting. Some of them are paid, some of them are unpaid, some of them are full time, some of them are part time, but different options. And that goes for anybody in any field. You just type in the career or job or the degree that you're interested in or that you're working towards. Just put in if you want to do remote or different cities, and then it will literally bring everything at your fingertips. Um, LinkedIn is becoming very popular. LinkedIn Learning is also becoming very popular. I use LinkedIn to kind of see, people who've graduated from WGU, from the degree that I'm taking. What are they doing? How long have they been in their careers? I may even shoot them a message. Hey, you've been at your company for 5 or 6 years. How's that working out for you? Is there anything you can say for somebody who's coming into my current program? Forge simulations is also a great thing that we offer for our students. It'll give you different tasks and you'll have to work through them. So this is for if you've got your degree, you got your certifications, but you don't have any experience. For simulations, it's including your tuition. Go in there, get the work experience. You can add it to your resume. Some of them take anywhere between 5 to 6 hours. You'll work through the problem. If you misstep or if you don't come to the same conclusion as the person who already worked through it, they'll give you different pointers of where you went wrong, what you can do better next time. You can either take that information, move on, or you can go have another go at it. We WGU's career professional development. They are chef's kiss. So we all have you have access to all of them. You can schedule an appointment with them 30, 45 minutes, 15 minutes. They help you write your resumes, interviewing tips, the full nine. So just and also it's included in your tuition. So if you're paying for it, you might as well use it. We also have launched Ask a Grad, which is nice as well. You submit a question and it's sent out to everyone or a select few of people who have graduated from that degree or for that program, and they'll be able to respond to your question. I've had a lot of students who have reached out to Ask a Grad, and now they have mentorships. They have people who've been doing this job for years, and they have weekly meetings with them on the phone or via text message. And, they're giving them the pointers in that mentorship. So that's also nice as well. I'm not sure if everybody's familiar with Udemy. So Udemy is more of like the professional development, or if you want to learn something a little bit more in depth, that's also included in your tuition as well. So definitely encouraging you guys to utilize all the resources because technically you're paying for them. So you might as well. And then career coaching as well. I have a meeting with my career coach next week. So love my meetings with my career coach. Very honest. You do have to kind of do like the work of, what you want to do, at least come in with a game plan and they'll help you tailor that game plan and help you with the steps that you need to succeed. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to speed up because I know we only have 2 minutes. But any questions before we land? I do just want to thank you guys for listening to me blabber. I can go on all day about this. And just remember, choosing a degree and a career path, it can feel overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out all today. These are going to be a life decision that you're going to make. So don't just hurry up and, oh, I want to get on the roll. Or I want to graduate in the next year or two. So I'm going to do this. This will be easier. I remember my enrollment counselor when I was thinking about doing degrees, and she was like, "You want to get a degree in cutting grass?" And I was like, "Cutting grass? What does that mean? If you're just getting a degree in anything, you might as well get a degree in cutting grass." So don't just get a degree in anything. Like I said, this is time, this is money, this is your energy. Make sure that the program that you're choosing is the one that best suits you. Any questions for me or any comments? Did I miss anything in the
I
chat? I'm
don't
scrolling up.
I don't
Go
see
ahead.
any questions that you missed in the chat. Somebody did
Okay.
ask if the presentation or PowerPoint will be available offline. I will be sending out a copy of the recording probably first thing tomorrow morning. So you can be on the lookout for that in your email. And Tony, if you want to send me the PDF of the slides, I'm happy to
Okay.
send that out along with it as
Awesome.
well.
Okay. I can also, I wanted to add the links to the different resources as well, so you can just click on it. So I'll definitely add the links
Yeah,
and I'll send that over. And
perfect.
then Gina did ask about the introductory courses. You can take one if you're already enrolled, but like I said, they prefer for you to have your transfer credit already in. But if you want to, there we can't stop you. But definitely introductory courses, I love them. And then like I said, if you are just unsure, if you want to, maybe I'm thinking about this. We have a few different courses. There's also they're revamping because CompTIA is revamping their ITF, the Information Technology Fundamentals Plus certification. They're making it Tech Plus, so we're working on that. But there's also that certification that falls under that as well. And the Tech Plus or the ITF Plus falls right under your A Plus. So definitely a nice beginner friendly certification to receive. And then just wanted to thank you guys again. Most of you have already on the roll. So I just gave you the numbers for like enrollment, but I think everybody here is on the roll already. Your program mentors are a great resource as well. Use your program mentors. And then our career and professional development department, like I said, chef's kiss. Give them a call, schedule an appointment with them. I just type in WGU career professional development, they pop right up. And then there's a link at the top, schedule an appointment with me. Get that schedule, talk about, your goals, where you want to be. And then they'll help you. There's different resources on the webpage as well to see those careers that fall under the different schools. How to set smart goals, just making sure you're setting yourself up for success. And then if you'd like to give me a call, schedule an appointment with me, I'll be more than happy to talk to you guys. So here's my direct phone number with my extension and then my email address as well. Gonna be honest, it takes me a few days to get to email. Give me a call is always the best way.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tony. Really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. And like I said, be on the lookout for an email tomorrow with all of those resources, this wonderful slideshow, and a copy of the recording as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys. You guys enjoy the rest of your day.